She decided to go and squander her life on alcohol, and when she was told go to rehab, she then said no, no, no. And instead of me being given the crown, seeing as I was all along penultimate, all along I was second princess, first princess, I was just the other person, right? I was the number 2, so nobody misses her. But then I started to do gold medalist type stuff. I started to evidence that I was the one here that made sense, the one that deserves the, I don't know, crown. Yeah, but Vanessa Williams, this proverbial one this time around, did not. That's what's good. Lose her crown. She was maintained in it. And my whole family extended decided that they're going to keep on giving this individual a chance at my expense. And now today she is the bane of the entire family's existence, wreaking a chunky, handsome amount of havoc in literally everybody's lives. And only now that I'm a middle-aged woman, literally I am 40, and I'm turning 41 in August, only now is it appearing to dawn. The sun is rising. Ugh, I'm yawning. Ugh. To my mom, that wrong kid. Karabo showed you from grade 9 that she can be trusted. Grade 9. I was dropping the ball in primary. I would know you. Teachers always called my mom on some, oh, your child is so lazy, but she can do so much better. What is happening over there with this human being? Destroy it! Put it in an inferno, in an incinerator! Burn it! I was very frustrating as a child. I was extremely frustrating. I was lethargic. But then in grade 9, I was like, ugh, like an engine that has been freezing in the icy cold, that when you start the car, it appears like it's not going to start, and then it starts to go. And then there, in grade 9, and out came an academic. My teachers loved me. She was told at teachers' parents' meetings. I continued to thrive and thrive and thrive, and had a very strong career in corporate South Africa. And yet the carpet still was ripped from underneath my feet, not of any fault of mine. If anything, some of the stuff was done even by my mom. She did not see it fit to help me re-energize my career. I helped her become an executive. Nothing. Because they had chosen their own. They had chosen who they wanted and saw it fit to disregard the precepts of God. Okay? The parable of the 2 sons. The son that does what is right, even though initially they start out saying, nah, that's the one that has done what is right on the side of the father, so reward them, okay? Reward them. Reward those who diligently work. Reward the person with the fruit of their hands that has put in the time, the one that has sweat by their brow. Reward them. But no, the star students of primary school are out here still given favor in high school despite dropping the ball there. The star students of high school are out here still given favor in varsity even though they dropped the ball there. That's just the nature of human indiscretion. And that is the nature of human unfairness, injustice. And it causes people to sit around an overlooked boulevard literally for decades, and not to a point of becoming a middle-aged woman. Even though from the tiny age of 15, I made like an engine that had been in the freezing cold, and I was like... From 15, I've been killing it. I dragged my feet from 0 to 14 and a half. But I made a decision at 14 and a half when I was basically in grade 9 of high school that I don't want to be this thing. And I've never looked back ever since. So not only did I become who I was supposed to be, I also displayed consistency over decades, okay? Like 15, 25, 15, 25, 25, 35, 35, 45, like almost 30 years, y'all. Like 25 years. 25 years of consistently maintained responsibility and achievement. And only after 25 years, do you think South Africa has 25 years for people down here in these streets to realize who ought to run the country? Do you think we've got 25 years with the way things are going right now for people to discover that they need to move the crown off certain heads and put it on other heads? That you must give the crown now to the first princess. Do that. Make them queen, because this person is dropping the ball. If it took 25 years for my mother to find for proper, it's finally happening. Like, my mother is finally realizing that I can't trust your sister anymore. There was a time when, you know, we could hope for her, but she's so far gone right now. She's wreaking so much havoc in everybody's life. Guys. She's wreaking so much havoc that neighbors are starting to like pick up on it. Like, it's just disastrous what's going on with my older sister. And my mother literally the other day was so fra that she threatened to sell the house just so that my older sister would be shaken from this place. At which point I stood up and I was like, I will help you fight this thing in court, but you're not going to renovate a house over months and then sell it because somebody's frustrating you. I'll fight you. I'll help you fight. At which point she then relaxed, found tranquility, found peace. Because I, again, rose up to the occasion when this person dropped the ball. She's Amy Winehouse. She refuses to go to rehab. And so she will join the 27 Club if she does not repent. Hugely gifted but a junkie. In this instance, it's hugely gifted but a drunk. Could have been something awesome, could still be something awesome, but uyazilahla lo muntu. And I keep on getting nightmares from God showing me that this person is sitting on a precipice. She is 5'2". God wants to kill her because she's frustrating everybody to a point of messing with the prospect of what I'm supposed to do and finish it. And this, what I'm doing, is very important. And I keep on standing in the gap, asking the Lord, come on, give her a time, give her a chance. And God is like, honey, I give her a chance. That means that you would get maintained in a backward position. No muntu is going to keep on sabotaging you. Now, so what must I do? All I can do is pray. But you see, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. It took 25 years for my mother to finally realize that I can't trust this person. 25 years. And also 25 years. Sometimes it's not even about writing off one person in favor of another. It's about just awarding a person that has displayed consistency and responsibility their position. It does not have to be at the expense of another person. I did not have to be elevated above my sister, only acknowledged as something able to achieve a feat. Then in that way, I would not have been left to be unemployed for a decade. I would not have been left to writhe with her, be pursued by wicked men. Do you understand? That would not have happened. My older sister's future in life would not have had to be thrown aside in favor of mine. This was not something that could have that ought to have happened in mutual exclusivity. It could have happened literally together, where I was enabled, but we also hoped for her recovery. Instead, I was thrown away in favor of some other people. And now, when I'm a middle-aged woman that just wants to go and have a churn, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I don't even want to fight the lawsuit. I'm being pursued by dumb men with HIV. I'm being pursued by idiots that think that they can just continue to tell me until I'm so exhausted that I'll give them whatever they want, okay? I am too intelligent, too smart, and I've also always been so responsible that I don't just get taken by any tsunami. Literally, ask anybody from the time I was 15 years old. I've been this girl since I was 50. I've been Sandra D since I was 15. And yet there are people who think that at 41, I'm almost 41, that I'm suddenly gonna become some harlot I've never been, that I'm gonna become some kind of idiot that I've never been, that I'm gonna drop the ball in a way that I just never have because time is progressing. No, I've been lamenting on a rooftop that the queenly thingy belongs to me. The crown, I'm the regal one here, I'm the queen. But I keep on getting passed up. The very same thing is exactly what's happening in South Africa. The wrong people are running the country. You're holding on to them from the days of apartheid. The wrong leaders are running the show. You're holding on to them for dear life. You are unrepentant, you're recalcitrant. You are hurting white people in this land. You are hurting women. You are hurting South Africans in total. You're hurting Black South Africa by keeping them impoverished. And the people who are doing this are legacy staff holding on to power. And seeing as you insist on holding on to these individuals, unfortunately at your demise, this is a thing, right? It's going down. Seeing as you are insistent on holding on to them, the Lord will then endure you through a grim discovery one day after searching with helicopters and everything for 2-3 weeks for someone that you suspect could be dead. One day there's going to be a grim discovery. One day there's going to be a knock on the door and it's going to be the police and they're going to say, ma'am, I'm sorry, but we found the body of your mom. We found the body of your daughter. We found the body of your husband. We found the body of your cousin. We found the body of the people or the person that you've been searching for weeks. They've been suspected dead all this time. The first people to suspect them dead or not in good stead were those who were closest in proximity to them. People that have been in this country, living in it pretty much since, like, millennials, okay? Like I said, late geriatric Gen Zs, millennials, Gen Xs, and baby boomers, etc. They know how this country has just fallen splat on the ground, lost its teeth and everything. The ones closest to this nation from the time that it still had a proper heartbeat could tell very early that, man, stuff is falling apart. We need to go on a search party. But the police took, 48 hours to look. And then finally, after 3-4 weeks, there is a grim discovery in the bush. Find remains of a human being devoured by scavengers in the wilderness, unable to be identified by anything other than DNA or dental records, or in the worst case scenario, so devoured is it so degenerated and having lost much of its integrity that you have to use cues in the surrounding region where the body died to identify it. Like, their cap was there, their cap, their purse, their wallet, their ID was on their person. You have to use such things as these because there is no other way to confirm that that's that dead body. And only at that stage, after 3-4 weeks have progressed following the disappearance of a person, only then can you get closure. Only then can you have a memorial service. Only then can you finally start to heal. The country is dead, and I don't know when it's going to discover that it's dead. But only at that stage is it going to recover. Only then is it going to start healing. Only then are people going to bury it. And from what the Lord shows me, it's going to take years. And for Karabo, I got to move. I'm 40. I might look 27, but trust me, can I live 40? I was born in 1984 on the 8th of August. I was here when people were out-ousing, doing. I know what tear gas smells like. I know what black on black violence looks like. I know what it's like to live without electricity, gas, and no, not because of load shedding, but because they were yet to install the infrastructure. I know. Nimdala. Don't look at me, be out looking like a Gen Z. I'm old. So therefore, this here travesty, I'm well aware of it. Not only am I well aware of it, you're also well aware of it. But you're so far gone as a nation that for as long as you can still bargain with me, Bonzela 5 for the price of 1, you can't even see just how heinous it would be for a woman to suffer for so long, to also be so valuable to a country, and yet end up being huffed and puffed on by some HIV positive miscreant that can't wait to put a baby in my stomach. You can't even see the travesty of all that. Proper. You are in dire need of closure, but you're not gonna get it for years. I need to go and have children. I am 40. My womb is geriatric. I don't even know if I can conceive. I'm only running with the promises of God, like Sarah, who told me I'm gonna have a first pregnancy that are twins. I'm getting married. Maybe that's why God kept me preserved looking all 27. Yeah, right? Maybe that's why that's good. He kept me looking young because uyazi uguti. I'm not a shelo like no man's business, blind. So a man would struggle to actually be dealing with a woman whose like connective tissue is giving way. And so my face is actually frowning without me actually being sad. Maybe the Lord saw it fit to keep me looking young because he knew that men, even when they're saved, can be shallow. They are still visual and they still want their women looking really pretty. So that's why I'm still looking good. But my body is drooping like those breasts that are on a pendulous lady that is 98 years old. On the inside, my heart is drooping. My lungs are drooping. My ovaries are drooping. Everything is drooping. I've got crow's feet on my ovaries, even though I don't have them on my face. The Lord has preserved my outward appearance because men can be shallow. Even saved men. But trust me, I've got pendulous lungs. Like pendulous boobs. Do not look at my outward appearance and imagine me young also on the inside. I might struggle to conceive. And even then, when I do conceive, I will likely have some doctor looking at me like I'm irresponsible to dare have a baby so old. That's just what gives with older ladies. And I'm yet to get married. I'm yet to meet my man. So being 40 years old, I'm probably gonna conceive a first pregnancy. Can I live 42 or 43? Because where is my husband? So I don't have time. I don't have 25 years to wait for you guys to discover that you can't keep letting the ANC or even the government of national unity or anybody at all that is out there trying to be a government in this country to continue to run the country. It's over. Your nation is dead and only a civil war is going to bring it back alive again. For now, however, it's only missing, and those who suspect it's dead are being ignored. But some of us know it's dead in the worst way, to a point of having had our own little mini memorial service, had our own little mini casket at our own little mini cemetery, and did a mini little funeral dirge, sang it, and then did our own little mini crying, did their own little mini crying rant. Have I not for years been lamenting in my ministry that has been, you know, the thing that you keep doing, South Africa. You've shadow banned me, you've made sure nobody can listen to my content on YouTube, but I'm having a funeral, aren't I? This is a funeral dirge. It is. This is a funeral dirge. Hey, Papa. I'm going home, I'm going home, I'm going home, I'm going home to die no more. I've been singing, I've been dancing, I've been talking for years. Much like a procession of a funeral. But it's barely perused, it's unattended, like the funeral of a soldier who dies at war. His family members are not there, but the guy is dead. And once the war settles down, you will travel to Europe to go and see the grave where it is that your son's remains are at. It's only a matter of where the burial site is at. And my burial site is my ministry. I am evidence of the fact that South Africa is dead. And for years, I have been singing a funeral dirge. I have been hosting a ceremony all by me, Savvy. But the day's gonna arrive, South Africans. Do you understand? Get it? Grasp it, write it on a piece of paper, jot it down. Create it in the morning queue so you can remember it. The day's gonna arrive when you're going to finally rock up at the burial site where I have put the remains of this country. And you are going to mourn and lament after rocking up at a funeral 6 years too late. Like finding out that your best friend died when you were in a coma. You will rock up and mourn like literally after everybody has moved on. Everybody has moved on. Everybody is doing their own thing. Her fiance is married to another woman. And only now that you're waking up out of a coma after 3 years, only now you find out, only now you're starting to cry. Everybody else is mournful, but are you not going to go to the burial site and be like, but my friend, that's how you guys are going to be. You're going to come to my content and cry literally after the act. In retrospect, you will look back and discover that this stuff has been true all along, but you've been ignorant pertaining it. You've been decidedly ignorant. You've chosen that ignorance. Yeah, you will visit Libita with a headstone there and everything that I have cleaned up, and you will mourn 6 years, 7 years, 10 years after the thing that you thought was still going to come back up for air again has been gone, dead, buried. But the responsible souls that saw that it was dead long ago, but you were still in denial. Like, you know, when a person is missing and other people are sure that they're dead and they have a memorial service, but others are holding on to the hope that they're going to get found, so they don't even want to attend the memorial service. You're going to wish you were at the memorial service. This here is my reading of the wreath, my obituary, if you will, to South Africa. You are dead in the worst way. It's only a matter of time before we find your body, identify it, and finally give your country closure. But in the run-up to, I will have told you that this is a thing. I am evidence. You will not give credit where it's due, so endure the unfortunate consequences of disregarding forewarning that you might be forearmed. You called this on yourself, okay? And when I go out there and get married, all of y'all who keep on saying, listen, over my dead body before I get married, literally you will actually die, so goodbye. Those of y'all who are saying, she's never gonna work again over my dead body yet again, goodbye. You are declaring your own funerals. You are pronouncing your own deaths because you literally imagine that you can overwhelm, literally restructure an entire god. No one can deliver from the hand of God. Go ask Nebuchadnezzar. He ate grass for 7 years thinking that he's arrived. Then when he woke up, he said, the nations of this world are accounted as nothing before God. No one can say to him, what have you done? So seeing as you are of the imagination that you can say to Jesus Christ, over my dead body, he will just simply strike you dead. Oh, Nadab and Abihu, or whatever, sons of Aaron, you are burning strange fire in the temple of God. You will be struck dead, literally. The funeral dirge I'm singing for South Africa, it appears, will also have your corpse on the left and on the right of it, decorating it, like the way that those 2 thieves on the cross decorated Jesus Christ as he was passing away. You will die right next to your country. Maybe some of y'all will die on your deathbed and go to heaven, but the other one will surely be mocking Christ en route hell. But comprehend, dead nonetheless, you are. Okay, there's only one person that gets resurrected here, and it's Jesus. The rest of y'all, hard day by day. It's giving second death. It's giving cadaver. It's giving halitosis because you speak smack 24 hours a day and then stank. Dream on. Lebalang. Khofedile. But you see, these things that I'm speaking could indeed trickle a tear down the eye of a person or two. But I mean, you have shadow banned me, haven't you? You've ascertained that I'm sitting on binary code, have you not? Yeah. You've made sure that no one watches me, so you are guaranteeing the South Africans will come to their own funeral 5 years too damn late. And for that, I am sorry. All I can say to a dead nation that's choosing to perpetually elevate in kinghood and queenhood the worst individuals that have already dropped the ball 20,000 years ago, all I can say to you is sorry. You have manufactured your leaders. You have maintained your wickedness before a holy God. You have insisted upon unrighteousness. You have kept this thing going. And so find closure literally 10 years too late. That's on you, not me. I am signing out in Christ's name, Crank K. Peace.